Hi friends, good day. Today I'll be taking out a few problems. As I told you last class, we are having problems where without 3 tests and with the 3 tests. Today, initially 2 problems I am working out without 3 tests. Following is a summarized balance sheet of Complicated Limited as on 31st March 16. Equity shares of 10 each fully paid, bonus shares of 10 each fully paid up, share option outstanding account, revenue reserve account, security premium account, P&L account, capital reserve account, unpaid dividend account, 12% debentures account, advance from related parties unsecured, current maturities of long-term borrowings, application money received for allotment due for refund, and we also got some fixed assets, current assets. The company wants to buy back 25,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each. The company wants to buy back of 25,000 equity shares of 10 each on 1st April 2016 at 20 rupees per share. What is the face value of share? 10 rupees share. They want to buy at 20 rupees per share. Buyback of shares is duly authorized by its articles and necessary resolution has been passed by the company towards this. The buyback of shares by the company is also within the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. The payment for buyback of shares will be made by the company out of sufficient bank balance available shown as part of current assets. You are required to prepare the necessary journal entries towards buyback of shares and prepare the balance sheet after buyback of shares. So I have written a heading saying that this without three tests. What is without 3 tests means? When the number of shares to be purchased has been given, yes, that has been given 25,000 equity shares, company has decided to buy back, and then it has been duly authorized by articles, that's fine. The buyback of shares, this is an important point. The buyback of shares by the company is also within the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. It means it is whatever 25,000 equity shares is as per Companies Act 2013. That means they have already verified 3 tests and they got this 25,000 equity shares. This is what? If the question is that can they buy 25,000 equity shares, or how many number of equity shares you need to buy as per the provisions of the Companies Act, means we have to go for 3 tests. This has been clearly explained by me in the last class as the 2 models I told you last class. And if you remember the last class lecture which I have given to you, here I have taken example, and don't confuse yourself. If a question it is mentioned that the company wants to buy back, this is an example I have taken, say 25,000 is not a rule, my dear friends. It can be 10,000, 15,000, any number of shares. Just example I have taken, because next problem is related to that. I have taken that example. 25, the problem which I am going to work out today, keeping in that, I have taken example to understand it better. 25,000, say equity shares of 10 each at 20 rupees per share, and it is authorized by articles, and such buyback shares by the company is also within the Companies Act 2013. Then 3-test application is not required. Okay, that means it is authorized by articles and such buyback shares by the company is also within the Companies Act 2013. It means they are allowed to buy those shares as per Companies Act. So then in such case, which test is not required? 3 tests is not required. So please remember, this is the first problem. When you work out few problems, you will be able to understand. Number of shares to be purchased by the number of shares to be bought back by the company is within the provisions of the Companies Act, means no need to apply 3 tests. Okay, the buyback of shares by companies also within the provisions of the Companies Act. The payment for buyback of shares will be made by company out of sufficient bank balance available shown as part of current assets. Okay, that's it. That means current assets is including bank balance. Including bank balance. At the time of giving the entries in the last class, I've told you last class that if bank balance you don't have, you can sell investments. But in the problem, he has said that for entries, when I was giving the entries to you, bank account data, P&L account data to investment. If investments are sold at loss, bank account data to investment to P&L account. Because for buyback you need funds. No, that funds is saying that the bank balance is sufficient, bank balance is available from as part of current asset. That means current assets is including bank balance for buyback. For buyback. For buyback. Clear to all of you? Sufficient cash bank balance is there for buyback. If you don't have sufficient bank balance, you can sell your investment. The same concept you learned in redemption of preference shares. For redeeming the preference shares, you need to have a cash balance. If cash balance is not there, we have sold investments. Clear? So now, you got the clarity. 25,000 equity shares. How much money you need? 25,000 equity shares into 20 rupees. 25,000 into 20 means it is coming to 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs cash I need. So, including bank balance for buyback is how much? 5 lakhs I need. This is amount needed. This is amount needed. Amount needed is 5 lakhs. 25,000 shares into 20. This is amount needed. Amount needed for buyback. Clear? Amount needed is 25,000 shares into 20 rupees is equal to 5 lakhs. So 5 lakh rupees we got enough balance. That's it. This is clear. Now you are required to prepare necessary entries towards buyback of shares and prepare balance sheet. So the entries we need to see now. General entries for buyback of share in the books of Complicated Limited. Equity share buyback account data to bank. For buying back you need 5 lakhs. I told you, being buyback of 25,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each at the rate of 20 rupees per share. So first entry is clear. 25,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each on 1st April 2016 at 20 rupees per share means 25,000, 25 lakhs. What is the entry we have to write? Bank account at buyback, no? Equity share buyback account data to bank. What is going out? Cash is going out. Being buyback of 25,000 equity shares of 10 each at 20 rupees per share. Now the question is that you should see 10 rupee share has been purchased at 20 rupees means you are getting a loss of 10 rupees. No, I told you in the last class this loss can be adjusted at security premium. So what is the loss, sir? 25,000 into 10. Excess, how much you are paying, sir? 20 rupees you are paying. 20 rupees means what is the face value? 10. Excess of face value is 10 rupees. So that 10 rupees into 25,000, it is coming to 2,50,000. So 2,50,000 rupees is the excess payment made. That excess payment made is to be adjusted from security premium. We got enough security premium. So security premium minus 2,50,000 excess payment. This is important for preparing the balance sheet. Excess payment. So I got 2,50,000. I think you all are following this. I need 5 lakhs. I got 5 lakhs. Actually, what is nominal value? Nominal value is nothing but 25,000 into 10. 250. But what is the payment? 5. What is the excess payment? 250. This excess payment is more than nominal value is adjusted from security premium. Now I think you can guess the entry. When you are buying back the shares, in the last class I have told you we need to cancel the share capital account to the extent of buyback, and that cancellation is with a nominal value. That cancellation has to be with nominal value. So the entry will be equity share capital account data 2,50,000. Please remember, whenever you are going for cancellation of equity share capital, it has to be nominal value. Clear? You have to go for cancellation of nominal value. So brackets for you to understand, nominal value of buyback is 25,000 into 10. 2,50,000. Next, security premium. Excess over nominal value. 10 rupees, no? How you got excess over? 20 rupees minus 10. So what is excess? 10 rupees. This excess over nominal value 2,50,000. Equity share capital account at our security premium. Excess over nominal value you are adjusting to security premium to equity share buyback account. Clear? So then equity share buyback account has been cancelled. Some people they write direct entry also. Better advise write the two entries separately. Even whenever you come across, don't panic about it. Sorry, you are given two entries there, they are written the entry. You all are aware of these things, but at this stage I think I need not tell you about these small things, right? You can write the entry if you want combined entry without writing buyback. You can write equity share capital account at our security premium account to buy to bank also you can write. But better you to identify, for you to understand it better, you write equity share buyback account you debit and equity share buyback account has been cancelled. Then after that I told you you need to create a CRR, capital redemption reserve, to the extent of nominal value. Okay, what is the nominal value? So I told you in the last class you have to transfer nominal value of buyback. Capital redemption reserve is equal to nominal value of buyback. This also I have explained in the last class. Amount to be transferred to CRR. When there is no fresh issue. In this problem there is no fresh issue. So that is why amount to be transferred to CRR is equal to nominal value of buyback of equity shares. What is the nominal value of buyback of equity share? 25,000 equity shares into 10. So this you have to create CRR. CRR you have to create from where? Revenue reserve. Or you can create from P&L account, or you can for security premium also you can create for this particular chapter. So what is revenue reserve? You got sufficient amount, no? So 15 lakhs minus 2,50,000 is transferred to CRR. So what is the entry, sir? Revenue reserve account at R2, CRR is the entry, next entry. Revenue reserve account at R2, capital redemption reserve account 2,50,000, being the entry for transfer of free reserves to capital redemption reserve account to the extent of nominal value of capital bought back through free reserves, being the entry for transfer of free reserves to capital redemption reserve to the extent of a nominal value of capital bought back through free reserves. Okay, this is the entry for transfer of nominal value of buyback to CRR, being the entry for transfer of free reserves to CRR to the extent of nominal value of capital bought back through free reserves. Okay, so I think this entry is clear. These three entries you should write, that's it. Now one simple problem this is. Now he is asking us to go for balance sheet. You are required to prepare necessary entries complete towards buyback shares and prepare the balance sheet after buyback of shares. So balance sheet, notes to account you have to go. So for this problem, because a simple problem, I don't want to waste your time by doing the entire thing. I have written the entries and the balance sheet also have written there. I think you all are aware of the balance sheet format. So first you have to go for notes to account. This space is for balance sheet. Notes to account, share capital. Share capital. If you look at the share capital, this is interesting point. If you look at the share capital, we got 12,50,000 equity shares. No, out of 12,50,000, 2,50,000 has been bought back. No, it means cancelled. So it should be deducted. 12,50,000 minus 2,50,000. What is the balance of equity share capital left out? It is 10 lakhs. Now bonus shares also to be taken to share capital, no? 10 lakh plus 1 lakh. So therefore total share capital total share capital is equal to 10 lakhs plus 1 lakh 11 lakhs. For the first time we are having bonus shares is to be added to. When they have issued bonus shares, we don't know. Maybe bonus shares they might have issued prior to going for buyback or something like that. You can assume, we don't know when they have issued. So bonus shares is to be taken to share capital. So how you got 10 lakhs, sir? 12 lakh 50,000 is the nominal value of equity share capital, out of which 2,50,000 worth of nominal value has been bought back. So what is the balance of equity shares left out? 10 lakhs. And what is the bonus shares, sir? 1 lakh. So therefore, how many shares you are having? Total 11 lakhs. This has been mentioned. Share capital 11 lakhs. 11 lakhs by 10. If you take calculator 11 lakh by 10, you will be getting 1 lakh 10,000. 1 lakh 10,000 into 10 rupees is equal to 11 lakhs is the share capital. Clear to all of you? This is completed. Notes to account. Then reserves and surplus. When you come back to reserves and surplus, we got revenue reserve 15 lakhs. How much has been transferred to CRR? 2,50,000. This has been done here. And also you got some P&L account 1,25,000. So revenue reserve, P&L account. P&L account 1,25,000. So you can see here P&L account 1,25,000, revenue reserve minus transfer to CRR 2,50,000. What is the balance you are having? 12,50,000 rupees. Clear? Then next, security premium. I told you security premium utilized for writing off excess payment. No, so security premium balance is nil. Utilized for buyback. Then next, in this case you are having share option outstanding. The share option outstanding we discuss employee stock option there. For the time being you can take this and under the reserves and surplus. 4 lakhs share option outstanding account. We discuss later on this particular point when you go to that chapter. So this is to be taken to reserves and surplus. Share option outstanding account 4 lakhs. Okay, this is completed. Next, we also got some capital reserve. This is also to be taken to reserves and surplus. Capital reserve. Now the important point, you have created CRR. No, how you have created CRR? From this, deduct from revenue reserves, it will be taken to again under the reserves and surplus. So simple words, revenue reserves you are converting into capital redemption reserve. Revenue reserve you are converting into capital redemption reserve. The logic I have already explained in the last class. Why we are using the term redemption, my dear friends? See, in case of redemption of preference shares, we use the term capital redemption reserve. Redemption of preference shares means making the payment. The same concept we are applying for buyback. Buyback of shares means making payment. As I told you, to satisfy the outsiders, you are creating a CRR to the extent of nominal value, telling them no need to worry about it. The reason is that whatever the divisible profits which are available for declaration of dividend has been used for buying back of the shares. So what is your problem? Shareholders' money is being used without paying dividend for cancellation of shares. Got it? So when you are cancelling the shares, what happened? The earnings per share will increase. Demand for shares will increase. So for remaining shareholders, it is an advantage for them. So that is the logic. Okay. So this is CRR. CRR from where you are transferred? From revenue reserve. Revenue reserve has been capitalized. Whenever, so today you learned, please remember, because sometimes you may also have redemption of preference shares linked problem also. So redemption of preference shares you learned in group 1. Whenever you are going for whenever you are going for redemption of preference shares, or whenever you are going for buyback of shares, you need to create a CRR to the extent of nominal value. Blindly you can follow. Blindly you can follow. Please remember, I repeat once again, if you want you can make some note somewhere. Whenever you are going for redemption of preference shares, out of divisible profits, means out of free reserves, please remember, this is out of free, it is not out of fresh issue. If it is out of free reserves, out of fresh issue, totally fresh issue, no need to go for it. Only when you are going for redemption of preference shares out of free reserves. You got the notes, if you want you can see. You might have copied down in redemption of preference shares. Whenever you are going for redemption of preference shares, out of divisible profits or out of free reserves, or whenever you are going for buyback of shares out of free reserves, please, common point. Common point. Whenever you are going for, I'll do one thing. This. Whenever a company goes for, this comparison I am giving you, it will be useful. Whenever a company goes for redemption of preference shares or buyback of shares out of free reserves amount transferred to CRR A in case of redemption of nominal value of redeemable preference share capital B. The comparison will be useful for you to understand the topic better. Buyback of shares. Nominal value of buyback of equity shares. See, one is about preference shares. This one is about equity share. In both the cases, which is to be created? CRR. Just for comparison purpose, I am explaining this. Clear? Okay. Then next. See, due to recording issues, I have recorded earlier. The writing, the problem which I have been worked out is there, but there are some issues with recording. So the same screen I am using for again re-recording the topic. Okay, that is the reason why already worked out problem you are seeing on, you are able to see on the screen, my dear friends. Clear to all of you? This are already worked out, but in recording there were some issues, audio issues. So the same screen, whatever I have worked out, I am using it again for re-recording. Audio I am re-recording. I think you will be able to understand this, right? So shares. So I think this is clear to all of you. So CRR concept I have explained to you already. So the CRR is equal to nominal value of buyback share. So capitalization of revenue reserves is nothing but capital redemption reserve. Okay, 22,25,000. Then next we have to go for unpaid dividend will go to current liability heading. Other current liabilities, it will be taken under heading current liability, but other current liability. 12% debentures, long term borrowings, advance from related parties, long term borrowings. You might have learned in accounting standard who are related parties. 12% debentures secured, advance from related parties unsecured. Current maturities of long term is a current liability. Application money received for allotment means application money received but allotment has not been made, so therefore amount is to be refunded. So this will be going to be taken to current liability. So in long term borrowings here 12% secure debentures is given, 18 lakh 75. Advance from related parties unsecured 10 lakhs. So this is total. Okay, then other current liabilities. In current liabilities, other like current liabilities. Current maturities of long term borrowings. Current maturities of long term borrowing means these long term borrowings which are going to mature in current year will become current liability. I think you all are aware of it. Current maturities of long term borrowing means long term borrowing but that are going to be matured in the current year is a current liability. Similarly, unpaid dividend I have told you is a current liability. Application when received for allotment due for refund. These 3 points I told you will come under the category of other current liability. Finally it will be taken as a current liability. 19 lakh 50,000 total. Then we can go for only for assets. There is no much change in it. Fixed assets same. Fixed assets come under property, plant and equipment. Current assets 40 lakhs minus 5 lakh 35 lakhs. For only one particular adjustment, why should we go for working notes? I have not gone for it. I mean notes to account. So now I can go for balance sheet. You all are aware. Complicated limited balance sheet as at 1st April 16. Equity and liability, shareholders funds under that. Share capital 11 lakhs. Reserves and surplus we have already done that. We have done working notes now. Okay, non-current liability, long-term borrowings, note 3. Current liabilities, other current liabilities. The total is 81 lakh 50,000. Assets I told you property, plant and equipment. In that tangible fixed assets, no. So 46 lakhs 50,000. And current assets I told you 40 lakhs minus amount used for making payment 5 lakhs. So it is coming to 35 lakhs. Okay, amount used for buyback of shares. So what is the total? 81 lakhs 50,000. This is a simple problem. Okay, let me take you to the next problem. Second, this problem is May 2018 continuation I am doing. This problem is again buyback of equity shares plus bonus shares. Buyback of equity shares plus bonus shares. This particular problem. Okay, so let us see the next problem. This is buyback of equity shares. Buyback of equity shares plus bonus shares. Let us see. It's a combination of buyback and bonus shares. Bonus shares topic you learned in group 1. It's not an issue to you. How bonus shares is to be issued, we'll be discussing in today's class along with buyback of equity shares. And what are the entries we need to write. Alpha Limited furnished the following summarized balance sheet as at 31st March 2017. Shareholders funds, equity share capital, fully paid up shares of 10 rupees each, 2400. Reserves and surplus, security premium, general reserve, capital redemption reserve. This is existing one. This is not created. This is existing. Maybe they might have this existing capital redemption reserve, maybe because of redemption of preference shares or earlier buyback. We don't know. So this is existing, means it is already there. Normally in the previous problem, existing was not there. We have created CRR since we went for buyback. This is an important point. You please remember. So P&L account. I think in this case, if you look at the general reserve is a revenue reserve, P&L account is a revenue reserve. Okay, and of course the CRR, along with the CRR, whenever you are going for buyback, you need to again transfer to CRR. That CRR and this CRR together can be used for issue of bonus share. That's it. Capital redemption reserve can be used only for issue of bonus shares. Okay, so that we will be discussing now. Then security premium, of course, for this particular topic, actually it is a part and parcel of revenue reserve for buyback, free reserve as per buyback. But I think generally we are having so far in the problems enough revenue reserves for creation of CRR. But however, whenever you are having a loss for buyback, loss means excess of purchase price over nominal value, that can be adjusted from security premium. So himself has given the heading reserves and surplus in this problem to make our job easy. Non-current liabilities, 12% debentures has been given. Current liabilities, trade payable has been given. Other current liabilities also has been given. Coming back to assets, we got non-current assets. Non-current assets in this will be fixed assets can be taken as property, plant and equipment. Okay. Non-current assets, property, plant and equipment. I think in the previous problem also, yes, non-current assets, property. This is what whether I have written or not. Just I am cross-checking. Okay. So current, this is maybe old problem. No, in the latest problem you'll be having property, plant and equipment. Current investment 148 has been given. Okay, so inventory is 1200, trade receivable 520. In this problem he has given separate cash and bank. Previously it is including cash and bank has been given. On 1st April 2017, the company announced a buyback of 25% of its equity shares at 15 rupees per share. For this purpose, it sold all its investment for 150 lakhs. See, company announced a buyback of 25% of whenever you are having that either number of shares purchased or percentage of buyback. Please remember, I have given already heading caption to you. This is without test for you to understand it. Sir, how you will be knowing? Again and again I am going to explain this. If you can, this particular chapter, my dear friends, you can absorb in the classroom and then you can easily write the examination if you pay attention. Let me tell you how you will be knowing, sir. Without test, we have to cross check. Number of shares has been given. Okay, previous problem has given 25,000. Here he is saying 25% of equity shares he is saying. Okay, that's fine. Then for this purpose it sold all investment. You need what is it called as bank amount for making payment, no? Okay, that we can see first, then we can come back to whether provisions has been followed or not. So 2,425% into 15 rupees. Okay, 2,400 by just a minute. This 2,400 lakhs, no, I need to have number of shares, no? 2,400 by 10. 2,400 by 10 into 25% into 15. This is correct. So 900 lakhs is the buyback. 2400 lakhs is the nominal value. No, how many shares? 10 by 10 rupees means you will be getting 240 shares. Out of 240 shares, 25% of 240 shares has been purchased. So 240 shares into 25% means it is coming to 60 shares. This 60 shares has been purchased at the rate of 15 rupees. So it is coming to 900 rupees. So you need 900. Of course, you got enough cash bank balance. Maybe they don't want to touch that. So they thought of, if you look at this particular problem, you got enough cash bank balance. But as per the instruction, it sold all investments of 150 lakhs. 148 lakhs investments have been sold for 150 lakhs means you are getting a profit. Last class I have told you for buyback of equity shares, you can sell your investments. You can sell your investments. So what is the entry for that, sir? Bank account at R 150 lakhs. You received 150 lakhs, no? To cost price of investment sold 148 lakhs. You are getting a profit on sale 2 lakhs. Clear? So I think this is an important point. Then on 10th April, 1st April they have decided for buyback. On 10th April 2017, company achieved the target of buyback. So now company achieved the target of buyback is a hint again. 25% of, they have announced a buyback of 25%, they have achieved the target. Okay. Now question is, so far there is no information, articles, they are authorizing them to go for buyback. There is no information which is in the provisions of the Companies Act. Let us see third point, any information on that. 30th April, company issued one fully paid equity share of 10 each by way of bonus for every 4 equity shares held by equity shareholders of capitalization of capital redemption reserve. You are required to pass necessary entries and prepare balance sheet after bonus issue. That's it. So then we shall assume that company announced the buyback and the achieved target means articles of association is authorizing them to go for buyback, and resolution also, the necessary resolution also has been passed, and which is within the provisions of the Companies Act. We can assume, since this question framing is very simple, they have decided to buy back and it has achieved the target. So I think first entry as usual, you start with first, in this case, with sale of investment. What is the entry for this? Tell me. Bank account at R 150 lakhs to investments account 148 to profit on sale. This entry we can write now. I have already given that entry. You can see here. This without retest, buyback plus bonus in the books of Alpha Limited. Bank account at R 150 to investment 148. This is cost price to profit on sale of investment. Now you are getting 150 minus 148. Clear? Being investment sold on profit. Okay. Then next we shall write the entry for making the payment for buyback. No. How much you have to pay? 900. What is the entry for this? Equity shares buyback account at R to bank account. Equity shares buyback account at R to bank account. Narration. Number of equity shares bought 2400 by 10 into 25%, 60 lakhs. Payment made 60 lakhs into 15,900. So you written the entry being the entry for payment on account of buyback of 60 lakh equity shares at the rate of 15 rupees. Now the question comes to use that you are getting a loss. No. What is the loss, sir? 10 rupees nominal value, you are buying at 5 rupees. So 60 shares. No, 60 shares. How you got 60 shares, sir? 2400 by 10, 240 into 25%, you are getting 60. On 60 shares which you have bought back, you are paying excess of 5 rupees. No? So 60 into 5, 300 is a loss. This 300 loss you can adjust against security premium. No? We got security premium of 350. So you can adjust excess payment over nominal value by adjusting from security premium. Sir, 10 rupees share has been purchased at 15 rupees means 5 rupees is a loss. No. How many shares has been purchased, sir? 60 shares, sir. How you got 60 shares, sir? 2400 is a paid up capital by 10. 240 shares. Out of 240 shares of a company which is holding, 25% shares has been purchased as a buyback. Okay, clear? So come back to this now. Equity share capital account data. This is to cancel the shares. So cancellation is always with a nominal value. This is excess payment. This brackets I am writing for information. No need to mention this in the examination. Nominal value. This is when you are debiting share capital, it is nothing but cancellation. Equity share capital account data. Equity share capital account data 60 lakhs into 10. Securities premium account data excess payment made 60 lakhs into 5 300. To equity share buyback 900. Clear to all of you? To equity share buyback 900. This is the entry for cancellation. Being the entry for cancellation of shares bought back. Then we need to create the CRR. No, we have to create CRR. How to create CRR, sir? What is the nominal value of buyback? Nominal value of buyback, I told you 60 shares. See, 900 is the purchase price. 300 is excess payment. What is nominal value? 600. Or you can say 60 into 10 is equal to 600 nominal value. So what is the amount to be transferred to CRR? 600 lakhs I have to transfer. So first I will be using general reserve since it has been given. This 530 transfer to CRR. Now from P&L account, how much I need to transfer? Transfer to CRR is, this is 530. Still I need how much? 70. The 70 I am using from profit and loss account. Are you following, all of you? I can use general reserve, I can use P&L account because these two are called as free reserves. Last class I told you what is free reserves also I have given. As per latest audited balance sheet, free reserves are available for declaration of dividend. I have explained in the last class. So 530 plus 70, it is coming to 600. So you are creating CRR by capitalizing revenue profits. So general reserve account data are 530, P&L account data are 70 to CRR. This is the entry I have written. General reserve account data are 530, P&L account data are 72, capital redemption reserve account. We can write the narration being the entry for capitalization of divisible profits, capitalization of free reserves, let us use because we are using the term free reserves, no? Being the entry for capitalization of free reserves, even redemption of preference shares, so they are using this term now. Being the entry for capitalization of free reserves to the extent of nominal value of buyback, that is 60 lakh shares into 10 rupees. Now the question is that he is saying that in the problem we have to go for bonus shares. You are required to pass necessary entries and prepare. Now sorry, this one. On 30th April, I think you can go you can write the dates, no? I have not written the dates. If you want, you can write the date also. When this has been taken, 1st April. And they have completed buyback process on 10th April. This is all 10th April. This is also 10th April 17. Now, on 30th April, the company issued one fully paid equity share of 100 each, 10 each, by way of a bonus for every 4 equity shares held by the equity shareholders. 30th April. So, for bonus shares, How many bonus shares? For every 4 shares, 1 bonus shares. So this is what I have given working. Number of bonus shares issued after buyback. After buyback. Because buyback has taken place complete on 10th April. They went for bonus issue on 30th April. So number of bonus shares issued after buyback. There's a logic in this also. The logic is that, my dear friends, when you are buying back the shares, what happened? The existing shareholders who have not sold those shares may feel that, array, we could have got dividend. The dividend, what happened? We are unable to get it. So maybe to satisfy them, they are issuing bonus shares, saying that, see, this very important. I think you don't find this explanation in ebook. Please pay attention to this. The reason for this is that why company should go for bonus shares, my dear friends. You don't find in any book. This is a very important point. You can explain to anybody on this particular adjustment. Let me tell you, array, you went for buyback. When you are buyback, you are capitalizing the divisible profits, that is free reserves. No, that means you feel that you are blocking that the amount otherwise could have been useful for payment of dividend to distribution of dividend to equity shareholders. No, so that amount is being blocked. So what we are saying, don't worry, we are blocked. Okay, by transfer to CRR, we will do one thing. This CRR we will give you as a bonus shares. So they are happy. So indirectly, without giving dividend, you are increasing their holdings. Am I right? See, by giving bonus shares, the number of shares the existing equity shareholders are getting will increase. So they are very happy. See, that is why the same logic, if you remember in redemption of preference shares, if anybody is having the class, the recorded class, you can see the same logic even I have explained for redemption of preference shares. Got it? See, the dividend, which is the dividend that could have been paid out of free reserves, has been blocked by going for capital, the CRR. No, so to satisfy the shareholders, company can go for bonus shares, but company cannot go for fresh issue of equity shares once buyback has been taken place. At least for a period of 6 months they should hold, but they can give bonus shares. So that is why, to safeguard the interest of to satisfy the interest of the existing shareholders, company can go for bonus shares. So how to calculate number of bonus shares? First, let us say number of shares before buyback 240 lakhs, 2400 share capital by nominal value of share. Then we got shares bought back 60 lakhs. I've already explained how, sir. 240 lakhs into 25%, no, bought back. We have already worked out 240 into 25, 60 lakhs. So now this is equity shares after buyback. Okay. Now, number of bonus shares. For every 4 shares, 1 bonus shares. Therefore, for 180 lakhs, for every 4 shares, 1 bonus, as per the decision of the director. So therefore, for 180 shares, how many shares? 180 by 4, it is coming to 45 lakh shares bonus share they are giving. What is the value of bonus shares? Number of bonus shares into nominal value. Number of that is 45 into 10, it is coming to 450 lakhs. Okay, clear? Now, bonus shares from where you are using CRR. We got enough CRR in the problem. Already you have transferred 600, already existing 400, 1000 lakhs CRR you are having. So they went for bonus shares. What is the entry, sir, here? CRR account at R to bonus shares account. I have told you already value. CRR account at R to bonus shares account. You can see value 450 lakhs. So the entry CRR to bonus share being the entry for utilization of CRR to issue bonus shares. Now this bonus shares is closed by transfer into equity share capital being the issue of bonus equity, one bonus equity share for every 4 equity shares held. Bonus shares account at R2 equity share capital being the issue of one bonus equity share for every 4 equity shares held. This is the entry for utilization of bonus shares. That's it. Now, one more entry, last entry, you got profit on sale of investment, no? Being the transfer entry. Or at the time of writing the first entry itself, you can write the transfer entry. Okay. I think this bonus shares has taken place on date 30th April. And we are assuming that even the loss entry also has been transferred because they are asking you to prepare balance sheet after bonus issue, no? So that is why 30th April I am closing this entry being the transfer entry. Profit on sale of investment as transferred to P&L account. Now they are asking us to go for balance sheet. Entries completed. Balance sheet, notes to account. In balance sheet, what is that you need to do? Already explained you. Here for P&L account, 340 already 70 minus, no, 530 minus plus 2 you should write. Why 2? That is profit on sale of investment. And this 400, what is that we need to do? 400 CRR plus 600 CRR minus 450 is used for bonus shares. This also I have done here. Notes to account. Share capital, equity share capital. What is 240, sir? 240 lakhs minus 60 lakhs for what, sir? 60 lakhs is buyback, 45 shares, bonus shares. So 240 minus 60 plus 45. It is coming to 225 shares of 10 rupees each. ₹10 each nominal value. It is coming to, this is in lakhs, no, amount in lakhs, 2,250. Reserves and surplus. General reserve from this, your transfer, I have already explained. Transfer to CRR nil. CRR opening 400, transfer from P&L account, transfer from general reserve 530, utilization of issue 450, balance is 550. This also I have told you here. 400 plus 600 minus 450. 600 how we got, sir? 70 plus 530. Okay. Then next one. Security premium 350. The 350 security premium. We got a loss of 300, no? Second entry. Third entry. Equity share capital account at our security premium account debit means it is to be reduced. For excess payment, loss is to be adjusted from existing security premium. So that is what I have written. Security premium plus adjustment for premium on buyback and 50 is the balance. P&L account 340. Profit on sale of investment 2. Transfer to CRR 70. 70 transfer from CRR. General reserve 530. 530 plus 70. 600 E has been added to CRR. Transfer from P&L, transfer from general reserve. Okay. Then this is coming to 872. Then remaining assets, no issue. Non-current liabilities will go to long-term borrowings. I think the working notes is not required. This will go to current liabilities. Working notes is not required. Property, plant and equipment is simple. Current investment has been sold. No, it will not appear. Inventories as it is. Trade receivable as it is. Only cash at bank will change. For cash at bank, we have written note 3. What is note 3, sir? You can see opening balance 1480. No. By sale of investment, you got 150. 150 I added sale of investment, and you have made payment for buyback of shares 900. First entry you have written. Second entry, sorry, 900. So 900 is payment for buyback. So this is cash and bank balance. This is closing balance. April 17. I think you can do the balance sheet for yourself. Balance sheet is homework to you. You can work out, my dear friends. Here I wish to give you a small note, tutorial note for you to understand. Homework balance sheet. You people should work out homework balance sheet. As per the provisions of section 68 subsection 8, of the Companies Act 2013, after the completion of buyback of shares, the company cannot issue any shares within a period of 6 months. Just for information I am giving. Within a period of 6 months. Except bonus share. That is why we went for issue of bonus shares. Except bonus shares. Clear to all of you? So I think these two problems will give you clarity. Simple problems, but I think 10 marks you can do it. So homework I told you is a balance sheet. I think everything I've explained. Notes, remaining values will appear as it is. Homework balance sheet, you can do it. Okay, we continue our discussion in the next class with the 3 more test. With 3 tests we work out, but I want to give you one problem as homework, similar problem. The first problem of our material, this you have to work out. Company announced buyback of 25% 15 rupees for its purpose. All sold all investment for 75 lakhs. Again 1 lakh profit you are getting. 5th April company achieved the target. Company issued one fully paid 10 rupees by way of bonus for every 4. Pass necessary entries for above transaction. Prepare balance sheet. This is a homework to you. Similar problem. Okay, my dear friends. So please practice this. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. God bless you all. And just a minute. And please make a note. Yeah, you make a tick mark for this, right? So far, these three problems are without three tests, and what are the rules for those three tests, etc. We can learn in the next class, right? Balance sheet, I think I hope you can do it, all of you. And please, yesterday's class entries and yesterday's class notes, logic also is important. And if you can understand it better, this topic is very easy. You can easily score marks. Okay, my dear friends, thank you.